Okay, well, I thought I'd do a small little review on my 2018 RZR 900, Polaris 900. Fortunately, mostly just sits up here in Philipsburg, Montana, where my parents live, because we do most of all of our riding and stuff up here in the mountains where we're at. But they live way up here in the sticks. So it usually just stays up here, but the last couple of years, I guess, really since I've owned it, it's coming up on 2 years, is, you know, it's been pretty good. It's got about, I think it's got 300 miles on it is all we put on it, but we had a Polaris 570 before this unit, and it did okay for just me and my wife. I never had any complaints with it, but it was a 2016 model, and we took it in to get service done when it hit 1,000 miles, and they had some kind of deal going on, so we traded it off and got this and got a good deal on it. So, and it was brand new. And the only thing I can tell you about Polaris RZRs and Polaris in general is you know, you pay quite a bit for these machines, and their accessories aren't cheap. So, you know, when you buy this off the showroom floor, all it is just a roll bar. It doesn't have a roof on it, a windshield, mirrors. It doesn't have any of that stuff. It doesn't have a lift kit, anything like that. So, you know, that is kind of one thing we spent quite a bit on accessories, you know, right off the bat and getting it out. So it's one of those deals, you know, if you're going to buy one, you better have about $500-600 to put a windshield and a cheap roof on it if that's what you want. But we got the gun rack from Big Sky's Gun Rack. That's all they do is build racks for police cars and four-wheelers and side-by-sides and stuff, so it's a really good rack. Just got a canvas top on it, because that's all we need. We don't need a hard roof or anything on it. We tear that, and they're pretty cheap. They're not very expensive. So got a couple mirrors, because we do drive this around the town of Philipsburg, and got to have mirrors on it. And then we just got one of these 1/4-inch plastic quick release style windshields, so keeps the cold off of us, because it's always cold up here. So the 570 didn't have doors, it just had nets on it, but it's the first one of these we've bought and it's had doors on it. This one's got the power steering and all that good stuff. I suppose that's a good deal to have. Our 570 had power steering too, so I really don't know what one of these is like without power steering, but couldn't imagine they're real terrible. It's got the adjustable steering wheel tilt on it, and the passenger handle, and bright and dim lights, and then, you know, your four-wheel drive controls and whatnot. And the seats are a little bit more comfy in the 900 versus the 570, but overall it's been a good machine so far. The only thing I could tell you that I liked in the 570 just does not have is underneath the hood on the 570 had a really cool little watertight Polaris suitcase you could keep medikit and stuff like that in. So the 900 doesn't have that, so that's kind of one thing I kind of miss off of the 570. And I do have a little 2-inch lift kit. It's just the style that goes on the shocks and everything, and it kind of lifts it up a little bit. So I haven't put it on, but I do have one for it. But anyways, we'll get this guy dug out of here in a little bit and go play in the snow with it and go drive it around a little bit. seatbelt on. You can't go over 10 mile an hour. Alright, well, Philipsburg is nothing but a bunch of mines and mine shafts and ruins and stuff. It's hard to tell, but that's a big giant tailing pile up there from a mine. But all these mines were back in the 1800s. But anyways, so on the way up the road here, and no one's been up this road yet. I forgot you gotta have your seatbelt on. That's another one of those safety features on these. You know, if your seatbelt on, it won't go over a certain speed. But it's a good unit. I don't really have any complaints on it. The brake lights and all that stuff they actually work from the factory, so that's kind of a nice deal. I definitely could use a lift kit on it. You get going up these logging roads, it gets real sketchy real quick. So, yeah, it's a 2018. We bought it into 17, or traded for it, anyways. But well, I don't know if we'll make it. Right up along in there is a road that goes straight up into the hill there. It's a little back road, so we'll see if we can't get up that. Well, let's see, better put it in 4-wheel. I'll just go ahead and stick it in 4-wheel low. Trust me, that's a lot steeper than it looks. Cameras always make everything look less steep. The old ghost town, what's left of it. Well, it's a proven fact that a Polaris can start a CF moto, I guess. Of course, CF moto, I guess, always starts, even though it doesn't ever get driven, like ever. So, all right, well, that'll wrap it up on this quick little venture on this. Might do some more driving with it here in a little bit and try to get some better video of running around in the hills with it. So. Well, down there is Philipsburg. That's about the highest we can get up the mountain. Snow is just going to get way too deep, and I don't have chains on the side-by-side, but that mine there was open until the 70s before they closed it down. Yep, I've been fortunate enough never to have to chain, but I've never been super stuck either, so. It's not too deep, but it's really wet snow. But up top there is Granite, Montana. It's a super old ghost town. Actually the first ghost town that used a tram system to get the ore off the mountain, so. What year was that one open? 18 what? 1890 to 1900, or 1880 to 1890 is all that granite mine ever ran, but it had the most expensive hotel ever made at that time. $20,000 to build it. And one day we'll get up there and videotape all that, but it's not going to be today. So, what do you think, Chelsea? You like your RZR 900?
Heck yes.
Well, it's a good machine. Gets us up here. So, well, we're going to head back down the mountain. And that's going to do it for the review on the 900. Thanks for watching.